at the request of astronomer and author Carl Sagan, Voyager 1 was commanded by NASA to turn its camera around and take one last photograph of Earth across a great expanse of space.
Sagan wrote, "That's here, that's home, that's us. On it everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. Every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam."
We are responsible for what happens here. Single actions can have the largest of world-changing consequences. The tiniest of initiatives, when taken together, can cascade into a massive impact.
This collective impact is what matters to us here in the UAE. Let me show you.
ازدهار الأرض من مصلحتنا كلنا ومسؤولية كل واحد منا، لأن الأرض موطننا الوحيد.
خياراتنا اللي نقوم بها على المستوى الفردي أو الجماعي قد تحدث فرق وتصبح مثال نقتدي به.
باعتبارنا سكان هذا العالم لازم كلنا نؤدي واجبنا، لازم نتقبل التغيير ونبدأ بحلول جديدة.
لأن في طرق أحسن عشان نخلص الأمور، وخيارات أذكى لتزويد الأرض بالطاقة، وسبل وايد فعالة للنجاح.
We are empowered by our choices and eager to multiply our impact.
We reduce, we reuse, we recycle.
We encourage our organic farming and are committed to shopping locally.
We are motivated to find new ways to create a more sustainable future. A future that is prosperous but kind to the beauty around us.
And while sustainability is the lifeblood of the environment that surrounds us, it must also find a home within us. Our collective future depends on our able bodies and sharp minds.
Not only because it is good for the planet, but also is the fulfillment of a promise we must keep across generations.
Is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark.
It is our great responsibility to defend it, to work together in every action and every day, to build towards a more sustainable world. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. We are all different, but we share the same human spirit. Perhaps it's human nature that we adapt and survive. However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at.
From here in the UAE to the rest of the world, from one generation to another, this tiny pale blue dot, this light in the vast sea of darkness, is a torch that we must carry.
Welcome to Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week.
Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Abu Dhabi. My name is Ali Al-Mansouri, your Master of Ceremonies for the first half of the event. Before starting, I would like to remind you to use your translation headsets. قناة رقم 1 للغة العربية, Channel 1 for Arabic, and Channel 2 for English. Over the course of this week, we will see world leaders and thought leaders, policymakers, decision makers, leaders from the worlds of business and academia, all coming together to debate and ultimately address the environmental challenges facing the future of our planet. Today, we are here to celebrate the butterfly effect, our collective effort towards a sustainable future, to recognize that our small actions, when taken together, have a massive impact. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage to deliver the opening address for Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week 2018. His Excellency, Dr. Sultan Ahmed Al-Jaber, UAE Minister of State and Chairman of Masdar. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Your Highness, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the United Arab Emirates Armed Forces, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed with great pleasure that I welcome you to the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. This gathering marks a significant milestone as we celebrate the centenary of our founding father and the 10th anniversary of the Zayed Future Energy Prize. Over the last decade, this platform, underpinned by the legacy of Sheikh Zayed and the vision of our leadership, has inspired leaders, governments and industries to work collectively to reach for a better tomorrow and to safeguard the world for the next generation. And today, we turn to this next generation. It is their energy, imagination, and drive that will ensure we remain on track towards sustainability in a fast-evolving world. A world where the pace of innovation is faster than at any time in human history. So fast, in fact, it is stretching our ability to adapt. And no one is more suited, more willing, and more able to stay ahead of the curve than our positive young people, who are represented here today by over 400 sustainability pioneers from more than 70 countries around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, when we reflect on how we reached this point of rapid advancement, all roads lead back to one pivotal year, 2007. 2007 was the tipping point when technological change moved from gradual to exponential. It was the year the iPhone was launched, putting the power of internet and network computing in the palm of our hands. In that year alone, Facebook jumped from 20 million to 100 million users, beginning the revolution of how we interact with friends, family, news, and events. And most importantly, cloud computing. Cloud computing unlocked the limits of data storage. Yet, at precisely the same time as the digital revolution was unfolding, a shift of equal importance was taking place in the physical world. This was the year the world's population tipped from majority rural to majority urban, representing the largest mass migration in our history. This is putting greater stress on essential resources, including water, energy, food, and even air. These trends underline the fact that ensuring sustainable development is the critical goal of our time. Since 2007, we have made great strides towards achieving that goal. New realities have redrawn the energy landscape, reshaping the operating model for the entire energy sector, and in fact pushing us all to up our game. Renewables have matured to become price competitive with conventional energy, and both now work hand in hand in a relationship that makes perfect economic sense. The UAE, through Masdar and other initiatives, has been at the forefront of developing and globally promoting a truly sustainable, diversified energy mix. Today, we have the means and the technology to achieve even greater progress towards sustainability. First and foremost, artificial intelligence is beginning to rival human intelligence, increasing productivity, driving efficiency, and stimulating even smarter growth. Ultra-high-speed internet is collapsing distances, linking businesses, and building virtual communities. And big predictive data is beginning to transform the energy sector and optimizing resource use. Here in the United Arab Emirates, we are embracing this future by aligning our strategic objectives to these emerging trends. Our wise and progressive leadership has focused the nation's efforts on capturing the potential of artificial intelligence, promoting advanced sciences, and empowering our youth so that we can seize every opportunity and truly stay ahead of the curve. As scientific breakthroughs become everyday reality, we must take full advantage of the energy, creativity, and optimism of our young people. Investing in youth is always an imperative, but this generation, the first to be digitally native, is in fact very special. They are uniquely equipped to adapt to the rapid advances of this era. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this year's Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week is intentionally focused on Generation Next. Their outlook is not defined by the limits of the past, but liberated by the possibilities of the future. As we celebrate the year of Zayed, it is their turn to take the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week to the next level, to carry forward the legacy of our founding father, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, and to fulfill his vision of a world that will endure for countless generations, underpinned by peace, progress, and prosperity. Thank you.
من التأثير الإيجابي في حياة الناس.
Welcome to the 10th award ceremony of the Zayed Future Energy Prize, celebrating 10 years of transforming lives.
اسمي يحمل الكثير من المعاني، اسم ألهم الكثير من الأحيان. حب الطبيعة والشغف بحماية كوكبنا. اسمي عنوان للعلم والمعرفة واستقطاب العقول النيرة وتوجيهها نحو هدف مشترك. اسمي يرمز إلى إنجازات كان لها أثر إيجابي على مستوى العالم، ويجسد صلابة الإرادة والشجاعة في القيادة. اسمي يذكرني بأن أعتز بماضي أجدادي وأن أعمل بجهد وأن تكون أحلامي كبيرة. ما هو اسمي؟
اسمي زايد. My name is زايد. اسمي زايد. My name is زايد.
اسمي زايد.
Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Fatma Kabi, and I'll be your Master of Ceremony for the Zayed Future Energy Prize. I'm known as the youngest inventor in the UAE with 12 inventions. One of my inventions is a solar bag that can charge electronic devices and power nuts. I have received many awards and have been invited to speak at multiple platforms about science, youth, and innovation. The access and the encouragement from so many people has only pushed me to do more and achieve more for my country and for its sustainable development. You may wonder, what inspires me? In a way, it's the lessons I have learned from our founding father, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. Specifically, it's how ideas can transform into reality and have a greater impact. The Zayed Future Energy Prize was created as a result of His Highness's vision. And in this year, the year of Zayed, I'm proud to be here. Over the past decade, the prize and its winners have impacted millions of lives around the world. I can tell you all about it, but instead, let me show you.
Você viver numa escuridão completa, né? Não tem a luz para... Eu, como professora, eu sinto muita dificuldade de quê? De fazer minhas aulas. Comer peixe à noite é muito difícil, porque a gente não tem como estar vendo a espinha, né? Beber um caldo, ele passou uma semana com uma espinha na garganta que escarrava sangue. Não tem uma saúde boa. Quando a gente fica doente... Porque é muito difícil você viver num lugar, né, desses, não ter uma luz, não ter como se movimentar na sua comunidade, sem fazer um trabalho e não poder.
A gente fala no Noite de Luz que o que a gente quer é um mundo em que toda criança possa chegar à noite em casa e ler um livro. Acho que esse é o meu sonho.
Since winning the Zayed Future Energy Prize, Leader of Light has expanded to more than 15 countries.
Desde que a gente começou no Brasil, já foram mais de 6.000 pessoas impactadas. A gente ensina as pessoas a fazerem, torna eles embaixadores, e aí eles podem replicar o que a gente faz com a nossa tecnologia para outras comunidades.
E hoje em dia, com esse litro de luz aí, o perigo zerou, né? A gente é uma energia boa, uma energia limpa, né? Que não polui.
A primeira diferença que teve quando o litro de luz veio à comunidade foi andar com mais segurança meia-noite pela comunidade. Foi essa aí a grande diferença. É um projeto que a gente não ganha pra gente. O dinheiro não, mas a gente ganha muito mais, que é a dignidade.
And it's not just their dignity. Over 6,000 people can now study at night, they can leave earlier to work, they can socialize with their neighbors, the kids can play longer in the streets, and they can even eat more safely. And that's just the start. Leader of Light has made my dream of helping others come true, and it's the same with the 200 volunteers that light up people's lives for the priceless satisfaction of making a real change. So I really want to thank the Zayed Future Energy Prize for supporting the expansion of Leader of Light around the world and for helping us achieve our goal of ending darkness. Thank you.
famous for coal production. All of this came to a grinding halt about 20 years ago, resulting in a huge impact on our economy and the very social fabric of our island.
When the mining industry crashed, the whole economy crashed. There was a huge question of not only where is employment going to come from, but where we're going to get our power, where we're going to get our heat was very much a concern.
So Monroe Academy won the ZFEP Future Energy Prize for the Americas region in 2015.
I went to Abu Dhabi to accept the prize. Seeing different students from around the world with a common goal, that was really inspiring. The finances from the ZFEP Future Energy Prize was put to PV panels, which we installed on the roof of our school to provide power. We have two different sources of heat. So we have a biomass heater which runs on wood chips. The other part of it is our solar air heaters to provide a sustainable heating source in a place that was based on coal.
The energy is a net zero energy in terms of carbon emissions.
Monroe Academy would not be Monroe Academy right now if this did not happen. It has been an inspiration for Cape Breton and it made people have hope.
This started with a group of grade 7 kids dreaming up ideas of how to make their school more efficient and developed into a practical way of heating a school year-round, which is crazy, and if we can do it, anybody can do that, and I hope that's what we're demonstrating.
When my school won the ZFEP Future Energy Prize, we saw how anyone can be a world changer. The ZFEP Future Energy Prize has impacted my school and my community so much. I am so happy to be here today on behalf of all the young Canadians who have been so inspired by Sheikh Zayed's vision towards a sustainable future. We are eternally grateful for all the amazing opportunity and inspiration that has come from the United Arab Emirates, its people, and the prize. Thank you.
My name is Manjua Chiba. I was born here. This is where I live. Life here is very difficult. Where we fetch water, it's very far. We walk long distances to fetch water. And electricity, again, is a problem.
Among 10 Malawians, one can have an excess in terms of electricity.
Women, when they go to deliver a baby at the hospital, they're encouraged to carry candles in case of blackout.
Those who didn't afford to have those candles, they would find that they are delivering on their way.
What we found when we actually talked to people was what they wanted was energy. We won the prize in 2014. What we were trying to set up with the school is to have students that could not only install, they can maintain, they can troubleshoot, they're basically the person's personal solar consultant.
To have solar power in the house, and if there is any problem, I am the one who fixes it.
And it's a job. These are jobs for these people in rural areas.
Right now we have the tablets, we have the solar tools, all that came from ZFEP Future Energy Prize money. When I got the story of Sheikh Zayed and what he has done, it left me amazed.
So many things has begun through ZFEP Future Energy Prize.
It gave birth to who we are right now. It gave birth to where we are going. And I can tell you, we are going to go far.
My name is Joyce Muhango. I raised 6 children by myself. I live a village with no light. every time I gave birth with carrying these candles. My beautiful granddaughter, Mary Zayed, was born in the room with full of light, thanks to Zayed Solar Academy. I don't want mothers giving birth in the dark. I am becoming solar engineer. I am thanks Solar Zayed Academy. And now there's thanks to Zayed Future Energy Prize.
The famous writer Shakespeare once said, "When words fail, music speaks." This is why a group of talented singers all the way from Malawi has chosen to express themselves through song. The song celebrates the impact the Zayed Solar Academy has had on their lives. Please join me in welcoming them.
I'm from Malawi. Coming here to the UAE has been a great honor to us. The ladies have never been on the plane before, and it was first time for them to go in the lifts and the escalators, and there are so many lights. At home, people don't have lights, so that was a shock. We are very much honored to be part of the Zayed Future Energy Prize. People at home, even if we try to explain the sort of things that we've explained here, it won't be enough, because seeing is believing. And what we've seen is powerful, because it has changed so many people's lives. And it's not easy, because receiving is easy, but giving is even harder. It takes someone really nice to stretch out and say, have this, and use it. We feel we're part of this country. We're all very excited. We're going inside the hall to sing and dance.
I would like to thank the women for an incredible performance. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to announce our winners for 2018. I'm going to need some help, so please allow me to welcome Becky Anderson back on stage.
Thank you for having me back. And I am delighted to give you a hand. Should we get it going?
Yeah.
Let's get it going. The first category we award this morning is the Global High Schools Prize, where we are awarding 5 prizes in 5 regions. And the finalists from Oceania are Luana College, Motafua Secondary School, and Tennyson Woods College. And the winner is
Motafua Secondary School.
Tuvalu is one of the smallest atolls in the Pacific, and there are 9 islands in Tuvalu.
In 50 years' time, in the future, these islands might come underwater.
There will be no future for Tuvalu if we humans will not help to prevent climate change.
As a boarding school, the Motafua Secondary School, we need food for students, even learning materials, because of we only have 2 boats running in the country.
Sometimes we face problems with the supply of fossil fuel, and the school waits for quite a long period of time.
The electricity suddenly goes off, but we'll have to cancel everything reading and go to sleep. The plan is to use the waste from the piggery to generate biogas. The school will be able to save money and invest into students for a greater learning environment.
We are very, indeed, passionate to win this award, and we are grateful if we give it the chance to win this award. It will help us to achieve 100% renewable energy in the future for Tuvalu.
Congratulations to them. The finalists from Asia for this year are Bahrain Bayan School, Mahindra United World College of India, Muntinlupa National High School, and Shenzhen Yadi School. And drum roll please, the winner is
Bahrain Bayan School.
مدرسة بيان بحرين النموذجية من أهم أهدافها هو صنع وتحفيز قادة المستقبل، وبالأخص مبادرات الاستدامة وتطبيقات الطاقات الخضراء.
In regards to climate change, Bahrain, which is an island, in the future could be completely submerged with water. And as the youth, we should be the ones taking the step for climate change, because we need to envision a future for the coming generations. And thus we've been working on implementing sustainability and taking a step further.
If we were to win the ZFEP Future Energy Prize, we'd like to add more solar panels and wind turbines, and we'd like to implement a grey water recycling system.
إن هذه الجائزة تحمل اسم غالي على قلوبنا جميعا، ألا وهو الراحل سمو الشيخ زايد رحمه الله، الذي يصادف هذا العام الذكرى المئوية لميلاد هذا القائد، مصدر إلهام واعتزاز وأسلوب حياة يؤمن به القادة والشعب وتتناقل الأجيال إن شاء الله.
Finalists from Africa are Aouda Sadia School, Gaitheri Secondary School, Primrose Technical High School, and the winner is
Aouda Sadia High School from Morocco.
Les élèves du lycée sont âgés entre 12 et 18 ans et sont issus en général de familles très défavorisées. Depuis une dizaine d'années, le lycée connaît des problèmes énergétiques très difficiles à gérer.
بينهم الالكتريسيتي نراجعوا الدروس ديالنا كنلقاو مشكل بسبب الظلمه على نراجعوا لي رسم ديالنا.
Il y a les factures d'électricité et d'eau très élevées. Le compostage et le déchiquetage se fait manuellement. Ce que nous comptons faire avec les panneaux solaires, c'est l'éclairage dans l'ensemble de l'établissement, que ce soit à l'externat ou à l'internat, l'eau chaude pour les internes, l'arrosage de l'ensemble de l'espace vert avec la pompe solaire.
المكتبات مفتاح جاي يحلينا مشاكل كلها اللي كنعانيو منها.
Notre souhait est de marcher sur ses pas. Cet homme, c'est Cheikh Zayed Ben Sultan Al Nahyan.
The finalists from Europe are Gomel State Regional Lyceum, Vladimir Nazor School, and the Werner Heisenberg School. And the winner is Vladimir Nazor School of Croatia.
Škabrnja je selo u kojem se ljudi bave inače poljoprivredom. U ovom mjestu škola je razvijena još od prije 140 godina, međutim škola u kojoj se sada nalazimo je srušena i zapaljena tijekom Domovinskog rata. Teško je o tome govoriti.
Since the war, nobody has invested in our school. The bathrooms are very old and we don't have hot water there. Often get out of electricity.
When it gets cold, it starts raining and it's windy, so we're freezing. All of us wear jackets.
Almost all the students who are involved at the Science Future Energy Prize planning.
Djeca ne bi trebala sjediti u školi u kaputima, ujedno imala bi toplu vodu gdje bi mogli oprati ruke, pa čak i otuširati se nakon tjelesnog odgoja. Višak energije mogli bi prodavati i s tim novcem koji bi dobili od prodaje mogli bi obnoviti svoju školu.
If we would win this prize, I know that someday my children and my friends' children will also go to this school because it's going to be incredible.
Inspirirani smo djelom Sheikh Zayeda i to nam je pokazalo da je on krenuo od nečega maloga i to nešto malo počelo je rasti, prelazilo i zemlje i kontinente.
For the final winner in our Global High Schools category, the finalists from the Americas are Centro Educacional Agro-Urbano, Centro Educativo Mara Cayu, and Professor Dimas Mozart Silva School, and the winner is Centro Educativo Mara Cayu from Hanson, Paraguay.
Este es un colegio internado para chicas. Está ubicado dentro de una reserva, que es la Reserva Natural del Bosque Maracayú. Asisten más de 100 alumnas.
Cuando no hay energía, no tenemos agua caliente para ducharnos, la conexión a internet, también no podemos cargar nuestros celulares para comunicarnos con nuestros familiares.
We learned about the Science Future Energy Prize 2 years ago, and that's how the project was born. So the first component is the use of solar energy to solve our problem that will provide both energy and hot water. And we have this beautiful tree, which is the Kupa tree. And this tree has the property to generate a resin, and the resin can be used as a biofuel to fuel our generator and to fuel the tractors that we have here at the school.
El kit educacional, con eso nosotras queremos transmitir lo que nosotras sabemos y para que las comunidades también sepan.
Si ganamos el premio Science Future Energy Prize, es como el mayor logro de las chicas.
Through this project, we got a better understanding about who Sheikh Zayed was. He was a great leader. The Sheikh really understood the importance in providing education to women. He understood the importance of conservation, and above all, he understood the importance of guiding the youth.
Que siga mejorando su sostenibilidad para que sea un modelo para otros colegios y para que mejore la calidad de vida de las personas.
Global High Schools category. Congratulations to them all. Moving on to our next category for this morning, the non-profit organisations. The finalists for 2018 are
Selco Foundation,
Solar Sister,
and We Care Solar.
And the winner is
Selco Foundation
from India.
What you find in India is really a mix of different types of issues. If you talk about education or health, schools where you have middle and high school students studying that have, very often never seen a computer in their life. Very often, patients come to the health center and are turned away because there is no energy. Selco Foundation actually started in 2010. We focus on rural areas, on tribal areas, on urban poverty issues, and we try and solve that by using sustainable energy as a catalyst.
In Selco Foundation, we actually try to build an ecosystem that can actually inspire and encourage sustainable energy interventions. One example from a technology perspective is a blower for a blacksmith. So what we actually did is modified the blower to a solar-powered blower that reduced his drudgery, and so his incomes went up. And we've done also a lot of sewing machines, solar-powered sewing machines, where people would lose their incomes because of no electricity, and solar-powered sewing machines would help them make up for the lost electricity. Every intervention we do leads to better access to health services and education.
It has a great potential to enable financial inclusion, to look at different cash flow-based models that can be developed for energy access.
So the moment you start looking at technology solutions, finance solutions, and looking at the poor as partners, you start getting integrated solutions that could then be replicated. The legacy of Sheikh Zayed was to include the poor in every thought process. And once you start looking at inclusivity in that manner, sustainability will automatically fall in.
The finalists for the small and medium-sized enterprises category in 2018 are 1366 Technologies,
B-Box,
and Suna Design. And the winner is
Suna Design
from France.
L'énergie, ça change beaucoup parce que tu vois tout ce que tu fais.
Suna Design is originally a tech company meant for delivering power in remote areas. You've seen an example with the nanogrid project in Senegal. We are providing a public service out of the street light, and out of it we are giving domestic usage for people to do their individual activities inside their home.
Ça sent pour les femmes quand ils se réveillent pour cuisiner à 6h du matin, et les élèves qui peuvent te réveiller à 5h du matin pour réviser tes leçons, tout le monde est content.
More than a technology proof, it's a business model. They act in repaying the system. They want digital services and financial services. So we are providing smartphones designed to their needs.
J'ai fait du business à travers le monde phone.
I believe we are a very good candidate for the ZFEP Future Energy Prize. We have products that can sustain 15 years in desertic and tropical conditions. What we are doing is really changing the life of thousands of people in the field. I believe our vision of sustainability is very close to Sheikh Zayed's vision. And I feel that there is already a good example of our technology lighting places in the UAE, and that's for me the best example of where we converge.
Categories is this year's winner in the large corporation category, a true testament to the intersection between smart technology and energy. Aside from being the largest purchaser of renewable energy in the world, their subsidiary Nest produces the market-leading smart thermostat. The winner in this category is Google.
On behalf of Google, we are honored to receive the ZFEP Future Energy Prize and greatly appreciate the UAE's vision for a more sustainable future. Google's long presence in the UAE underscores our confidence in the enormous potential of this country and the region. We share a vision of a future in which technology and innovation can preserve our environment while opening up new and exciting opportunities. That's why we've been carbon neutral since 2007. We match 100% of the electricity it takes to power our operations by purchasing energy from renewable sources. Finally, we are grateful for the leadership of the UAE when it comes to sustainability. Events like this focus the global community on creating a sustainable future that works for everyone. Shukran.
Early 1990s, a group of scientists invented the light-emitting diodes, which we now commonly refer to as the LED. Since then, LED has literally transformed the way we see and experience light. LED is efficient, it is flexible, and it's durable. In other words, LED is one of the most sustainable forms of light that exists today and continues to be one of the most important innovations of our century. The ZFEP Future Energy Prize is very proud to announce that this year's recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award goes to the father of LED light, Mr. Shuji Nakamura.
Lighting consumes about 22% of all electricity produced, and most of that lighting is done with inefficient incandescent light sources. I think LED lighting is one of the biggest revolutions in sustainability in the last decade. You couldn't make white LEDs before until you had blue. To make the color white, or to make any color, you need the three primary colors. Since the 50s, people have been trying to get blue, and nobody could get a semiconductor crystal to emit blue light both reliably and efficiently.
I invented a high-efficient bullet in 93. That is a very tiny chip, but this tiny chip is used for everywhere as all kinds of lighting source.
Everybody knew that the availability of a source of blue light would change the world, but nobody could do it. So he actually built the machine to grow the material.
There was a lot of skepticism, I think, but we literally brought to his talk an LED which lit up like that. Up until that time, any kind of blue LED I'd seen, you'd have to turn off the room lights, and this thing was blind.
He created what was conventionally believed to be impossible.
The key breakthrough was first getting that blue light that you saw, but then the second thing was he showed that you could get white light with that.
And then all cell phone companies like Nokia, AT&T started selling the cell. After cell phone, smartphone, and tablet, computer, TV. It's all lighting now is LED light.
It turns out LED lighting is already 10 times more efficient than incandescent. You're getting lighting to places in the world that didn't have lighting before.
The future of its impact is going to be untold and much more.
We received the ZFEP Future Energy Prize. Means our research is contribute to reduce the energy consumption in the future.
He literally has changed the world. The world before the blue LED was a different world.
Sheikh Zayed, he contributed a lot of things to preserve or conserve the beautiful environment. Each people think that I'm the tiny person, but even the tiny person, you can do big things in the future by inventing something.
Mr. Nakamura, and to all of our winners. Well, that leaves us simply to Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, join us in please welcoming to the stage Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, and I would also like to welcome onto the stage Mr. Shuji Nakamura to receive his award and to make a short speech.
At first I'd like to explain my invention. You can see very beautiful 3 big display. These are LED TV. So basically, they use blue, green, red LEDs. So I invented blue and green LEDs. Also, all of this lighting, LED lighting. They use blue, green, red LEDs. So, Your Highnesses and esteemed colleagues, I'd like to thank the UAE leadership for granting me this award, and also, so one thing. This award, what mean? It's totally a lot. Especially this LED's efficiency is so high. So if you use this LED for all kinds of lighting, you can reduce electricity consumption dramatically. So anyway, this ZFEP Future Energy Prize is so great for me because this means this award means my invention contributes a lot to sustainability for all over the world. Anyway, thanks so much.
Thank you very much indeed, sir, and the very best congratulations. I'd like to call on our winners for the Global High Schools category now. I ask you to join us, please, on the stage, if you will, from Oceana, Mafua Secondary School. Please join us. From Asia, Bahrain Bayan School. From Africa, Aula Sadia High School. From Europe, the Vladimir Nazor School. All looking absolutely fantastic. And finally, from the Americas, Centro Educativo Maracaibo School. Come on up. Congratulations to all our high school winners for 2018. Right, well done. For the non-profit organisation category, please join me in welcoming and congratulating Selco Foundation, represented by its CEO, Mr. Harish Pandey. And for the small and medium enterprise category, please join me in welcoming and congratulating Suna Design, represented by its CEO, Mr. Thomas Samuel. And for the large corporation category, please join me in welcoming and congratulating Google. Today, represented by its Vice President of Data Centers, Mr. Joe Carver. Come and join us, Joe. Congratulations to all the winners. Today at this time we would like to invite all the winners of the Zayed Energy Prize 2018 to join His Highness and His Excellency on the stage for a group photograph, if you will.
I would like to ask Your Excellencies to stand on the top step, and all the winners go down 2 steps. Thank you, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. Allow me to welcome you again to your second home, the UAE, and to Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. What you do today has the power to impact our tomorrow. Because remember, the future is in our hands.